Alright, welcome back to another D&D movie time, and this will be our final review for Star Wars month. Alright, so today, as you guys can see on screen, we are going to be watching Rogue One. Now, Cora, you remember Star Wars Episode 4, right? You remember how it opens with a rebel ship being captured by the Empire? Well, this movie is going to take place right before. Like, these are the events talked about in the opening crawl.
So, a prequel, basically?
Well, yeah.
A sequel to the prequel, be a prequel to the main thing.
It's a sequel to the prequels, but a prequel to the originals.
Yeah, that.
So, but today we're watching Rogue One, a Star Wars story. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right in. When we get back, Cora will tell us exactly what it was all about.
See you in a bit.
The world is coming undone. Imperial flags reign across the galaxy.
Can you be trusted without your shackles?
Let's just get this over with, shall we? We've a mission for you. A major weapons test is imminent. We need to know how to destroy it.
Are you really doing this? I want to help.
Good.
I've been recruiting for the rebellion for a long time.
We destroyed our home. We fight the Empire now.
I fear nothing. All is as the Force wills it. The captain says you are a friend. I will not kill you.
Thanks. There isn't much time. Every day they grow stronger.
There is a 97.6% chance of failure. He means well.
This is our chance to make a real difference. Are you with me?
All the way.
Alright, so we just finished Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Cora, what was this movie about?
So, the movie opens up with a family, and the Empire is coming in to take the father who apparently worked for the Empire, and they need him to build the Death Star, the first one. And
Well, they need him to help engineer work on... I don't know, because it's kind of confusing, because the entire point of the prequels was that the Genosians built the plans for the Death Star already. So if the Genosians had already did it, I mean, I guess maybe they needed help getting everything up and running. I don't know. It's really weird. Because, like...
they got the plans, not the actual materials to build the Death Star.
But anyways, continue on.
And the chick goes to hide, and then she gets picked up, and then fast forward like
15 years.
15 years later,
Now we meet Captain Andor.
Yeah. We meet Captain Andor.
He's looking for a pilot who's betraying the Empire.
And then he sends a message to this old guy.
The pilot brings a message to Saul.
Yes. And then we meet back with, what's her name?
Jed.
Jan.
Jed.
Dan.
Jin, that's her name.
Oh, Jen.
Jyn. Jin.
Jen's an odd name.
She's been arrested.
She's been arrested and she gets rescued, and then basically from there they go find her father. They find him. He gets killed. They go to the rebellion thing to try to get the plans for Death Star. They can't, so them and 10 other guys from the rebellion go to get the plans for the Death Star. Then, while they're doing it, the rest of the fleet comes. They get the Death Star, and then it's basically dead.
Oh, the Death Star, the Death Star shows up, hits the planet. They all die. Everybody on that mission dies. Nobody survives to go beyond the originals. I mean, that is something they could have done. They could have had, maybe the main core, the main couple cast members had survived and got on a ship and left. And maybe the ship got damaged or something, so they crash land, and you could have had a series that followed them after Return of the Jedi. But no, they said we're gonna kill everyone off. So, but it does. Where does the movie ultimately end?
And credits.
Okay, before that.
Darth Vader goes into the rebellion ship and basically kills everyone except a person who managed to escape in an escape pod with the plants.
What?
That's what happened.
No? What movie were you watching?
What movie were you watching?
I saw everyone evacuate onto a blockade runner, and the blockade runner launched carrying a very special passenger. Who was that special passenger?
Princess Leia.
Yeah.
Okay, but what about the scene after that?
What scene?
The one Darth Vader. The one you said was with
I didn't say anything like that. I don't talk jibber jabber. You.
No, the most famous scene that you said.
Oh, you mean the hallway?
Yes, the one Darth Vader.
Yeah, that's when they're on board the giant ship. Then they're evacuating to get onto the blockade runner and vamoose. And the door is magically stuck, and the guy is taking forever. Just stick your hand through and give it to somebody. Don't wait till Vader's literally breathing down your neck, reaching out, practically about to take it from your grasp, before you finally say, hey, maybe I should stick my hand through the door and give it to somebody, since I can't get out. I mean, that's not exactly how close he was, but it felt like that. Oh no, wait, please don't take this from me. You just suck. I mean, it has its problems. I'll admit, it has its problems. films, but we're gonna talk about that later. So we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we'll give our final thoughts and scores.
See you in a bit.
In the shadowed night beneath the moon's cold gaze, darkness whispers tales of ancient broken ways. The North Pole shivers, hearts entwined in fear, as whispers of betrayal echo loud and near. Brave souls abandoned with glittering light, as the battle rages on in eternal night. We rise from the ashes, hold on to our light. Through shadows that linger, we'll conquer the night. From pain and betrayal, a new dawn shall bloom. Together we'll fight, break free from the control. She stands strong, with memories in his clutch. Former Santas guide him, their spirits all touch. But in the chaos, a hero takes his bride. Joe's sacrifice fuels the hope that ignites. My father's magic, a flicker in the dark, awakens a spark of forgotten spark. We rise from the ashes, hold on to our light. Through shadows that linger, we'll conquer the night. From pain and betrayal, a new dawn shall bloom. Together we'll fight, break free from the tomb. But the darkness has claimed what was once full of cheer. As the echoes of Christmas fade, we still persevere.
All right, Cora, starting with you. Rogue One, a Star Wars story. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this? Even Fergie's desperate to know your answer.
8 out of 10. It was good. It was great.
Did you have a favorite scene, favorite character? Come on, you know what we normally go with here.
Scene? No. Character? Adorable.
No? You didn't have a favorite scene?
Yes. I did not have a favorite.
But you're giving it an 8 out of 10.
Yes.
How about when the Death Star shoots its laser twice?
Anyways, what I was saying, my favorite character is the robot.
Okay. What's your saddest scene then?
No.
When the robot dies?
Yes.
Okay. Making progress. Did you like any of the other characters a lot?
Nah.
Like any humanoid characters, like the blind guy? Kept saying not The Force is with me. I'm one with the Force.
Last time I checked, you're not a Jedi.
And what did you think of the movie, the storyline overall?
It was good.
Yeah? Anything else you want to say about it before we move on?
Nah.
Alright. Well then, moving on to my score. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give this a 9. This is a good movie. I enjoy rewatching it from time to time. Like I was saying, with the Darth Vader scene, I was happy they included Darth Vader, but I would have been more happy if we had an inclusion of both Darth Vader and the Emperor. Like, instead of them going, oh, inform Lord Vader, you know, and then that's why he showed up. We could have had a much better scene where Palpatine calls Vader at his, like, castle, and he reports into him, and he basically says, I have a bad feeling, and I want you to go as fast as you can to Scarif to safeguard, you know, our empire. Something like that would have been, I think, a lot better. But this is Disney era Star Wars where they were making a bunch of mistakes. And I've mentioned a bunch of those mistakes in the past. But like I said, the whole thing with the door, like, oh my god, Vader was right there. He could have used the Force to just take the disc from the dude. Like, literally, if you watch that scene, there's the dude at the door, the last dude in line. Vader kills that guy with one swing of his lightsaber, and he starts reaching up for the guy who's just now sticking his hand through the door, handing off the disc. And it's like, A, that dude should not have waited that long. B, Vader kind of used the Force and pulled that guy away from the door. I mean, granted, you can't change that it has to lead into 4, but I'm just saying.
3?
That guy they should have had that guy hand off the disc much sooner and then continue to try to open the door. And then maybe at the last second, the guy shuts the door and breaks the thing, slowing Vader down. That probably would have been better. You know, giving the rebels more time to escape. But that's just my opinion. But I did like the inclusion of it. Even though Vader is one of my more favorite characters. But God, he was starting to sound old here. You could definitely tell James Earl Jones is getting very old. There was a lot more, I don't know what I want to say, youth in Darth Vader's voice before, whereas we don't really have that here. I don't know if Cora could tell. Could you? No?
Wasn't the actor using a voice changer?
No. That's James Earl Jones' real voice. I mean, they might give it a metallic sound, like he's talking through a tunnel, but that's not a voice changer.
That's what I...
That's just him talking through a metal tube to get that reverb. So it's really his voice, but it's just a little echoey. Just like I'm doing with my hands. I find your lack of faith disturbing, Cora. Anyways, I will say this was a pretty good blend in, even though, once again, here we go. We have another freaking movie that really wasn't warranted. It was nice. It was okay. But we knew all this, and everyone has always said this about this movie. We knew this from the very opening crawl of Star Wars Episode 4. Literally, that's what this was. This was just an expansion on the episode 4 opening crawl. Why have we not had a movie for every opening crawl then? I'm just pointing out, you know, like, I love Star Wars. I like rewatching it. But the more I've heard people complain and whine and bitch, it makes me wonder, why are you not whining and complaining about the right things? There are things to whine and complain about, and you guys are whining and complaining about the wrong things. Whereas here, these are the things people should be complaining about. Like, we could have used less Tarkin in this one. Tarkin. Grand Moff Tarkin. The guy who was CGI'd from episode 4, because the actor passed away a long time ago, but they needed to have him in the movie. We could have had a lot less of him. I mean, granted, I think they did a pretty good job. The Leia one wasn't as great.
Wait, she was CGI also?
Yeah, pretty
right.
much.
Oh, right, she passed away.
Not when they made this. She passed away later.
Okay, well, that doesn't make any more sense.
I think this came out between episode 7 and 8. Right before The Last Jedi. But so she was pretty old.
And what movie did she die in?
She dies in 9.
Okay, so...
Actually, the actress passed away while they were filming 9. So a lot of her stuff from 9 was stuff that wasn't used in 8, and she was CGI'd, and it was a big mess. But yeah, so that's going to go ahead and wrap up this. But hold on! Don't go anywhere quite yet, because this is a surprise double review.
Wait, what?
Yep. When we come back, we're going to give a quick review and then a quick score of The Mandalorian and Grogu.
You know what's that.
I know, that's why it's a surprise. Do you know what the word surprise means?
Yes.
Alright, well, we'll see you guys after we're done with going to see that movie.
Bye.
We've all heard stories of the Mandalorian bounty hunter and a child.
I only hunt Imperial war criminals. I'll take out every bad guy in your deck of cards.
This isn't about revenge. It's about preventing another war.
Before going into harm's way, check your armor first.
We're protecting everything the rebellion fought for.
Good luck. You're gonna need it. Strap in.
We need a professional.
Hang on.
What happens when you're not there to protect him?
You good? I'll be right behind you. Go. Go!
Mandalorian, you will suffer. Then it will be his turn.
Monstrous. The old protect the young. And then the young. Protect the old. It's time. Are you scared? You should be. This is the way.
Alright, so we just finished seeing The Mandalorian and Grogu. We're not going to get into a long review. Like, we're not going to say everything it's about. We're just going to jump straight into scores, as you can see. So, starting with Korra. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give
10
the
out
man?
of 10.
Did you have a favorite character?
Grogu.
And
He was absolutely adorable.
not the other little guys?
No.
Bobo Frick?
What?
Bobo Frick. Or whatever race Bobo Frick is. We don't know if he was actually one of them. It sounded like he was one of them. Did you have a favorite scene?
Kaboom.
Kaboom. There's lots of explosions, so you're gonna have to
Kaboom.
be more specific.
And
The end?
when the palace blows up.
Oh. I thought you were gonna say when he was caring for the Mandalorian and he kept bonking his head trying to push him in. It seemed like everybody in the theater laughed at that. You were next to Grandpa, so I don't know if he laughed. Anything else you want to say about this one? Alright, well then moving on to my score. I'd give this movie probably an 8 out of 10. It's not horrible. I don't know why people are giving it such horrible reviews. It's about as good as any episode of the show. It is more long form. It seemed like there was a little bit more of a budget for it.
That's why it's called a movie.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. But I mean, all in all, it was a decent movie. I mean, I do wish that it had some sort of bigger grand plot than it did. Or brought this, like, gave the Mandalorian series a good closeout. But, I mean, it doesn't really seem that way. I don't know if we're going to be getting any more of the Mandalorian series or not. But, yeah, I mean, I like it probably a little less than Rogue One, but definitely like it more than I liked Solo.
Who was your favorite character?
Grogu.
Are you just saying that because of me?
No. I mean, come on, he's super cute. He's funny. I also did enjoy the tie-ins that they had with the Hutts and tying it to the death of Jabba the Hutt, and I believe there's actually one of the cartoon series, Rebels, I think, dealt with Rada when he was a little kid, like a little baby Hutt. He was kidnapped. That might have been the Clone Wars, but I think it was Rebels. I didn't watch the cartoons as much. I watched some of it, but not all of it. But no, I did enjoy it, and I thought it was real interesting. Like I said, I just wish the plot had been more grand and way more epic. But we got what we got. Like I said, it's not better, it's not worse. It's just a side Star Wars thing. I do want to say that I did like the fact that the Republic seemed a little bit, or the New Republic seemed a little more competent in this one than they have been in the last couple shows, where it seemed like they really did not do a very good job with them. I think Book of Boba Fett tapped on them, and the pirate one had a little bit of them and just made them look really bad. So, but alright, that is going to go ahead and wrap up this Star Wars month. We might do a couple random reviews this next month. But near the end of June, we're probably going to be starting on our summer hits, which we're going to try to do all the Mission Impossible movies. We might start with like 1 and maybe 2 by the end of June. But when we hit July, we're probably going to be doing 2 reviews a week. So we'll hit 2 Mission Impossible movies back to back, basically. And yeah. Then back in August, we'll be back to some randoms. And then we got a special surprise in September. So, alright, with all that said, we will see you all in the next review.
Bye.